Welcome to Veteach. In this video, we'll discuss about scroll bar, windows and menus. What is a scroll bar? Scroll bars are used to select continuous values between a specified minimum and maximum. So generally for every window that is opened up, based on the content present in that windows, a scroll bars will be automatically populated. So here we'll be having different types of scroll bars like horizontal scroll bar and vertical scroll bars. So scroll bars may be oriented horizontally or vertically. In Java also, according to the requirement, we can place either horizontal scroll bar or vertical scroll bar. The different constructors of the scroll bar are: first one is scroll bar without any arguments, means according to the requirement the scroll bars automatically gets populated. And then scroll bar of int style. So style value can be scroll bar dot vertical or scroll bar dot horizontal. Based on the value that we have passed here for scroll bar dot horizontal vertical, those scroll bars are displayed inside that applet windows. And third constructor is, the first one is style, and then initial value, where the initial value of the scroll bar has to be present, and then thumb size. So when we observe the scroll bars, we will be having a bar which will be moving when we move the scroll bars, that is known as a thumb. So we can specify what is the thumb size that should be present. And minimum and maximum, what should be the minimum value until where the thumb size has to be reduced, and what is the maximum size until where it has to be increased. We can pass all these values to the scroll bar constructor itself. If we see what are the methods for the scroll bar constructors, scroll bar class are, when we use the first constructor and second constructor, we cannot pass what are the initial values, means we cannot pass what is the thumb size, what is the minimum and maximum values. In those cases, we can use set values method, which is going to take 4 arguments, which tells what is the initial value, what is the thumb size, what is the minimum thumb size, and what is the maximum thumb size we can pass for the scroll bar. Next, int get value. Get value is used to know what is the value where the scroll bar is moving from one place to another place. Set value of int new value. If I want to place a new value for the scroll bar where it has to be placed, we can use set value. Next, get minimum, which is used to know what is the minimum value of the thumb size. Get maximum is used to know what is the maximum value of the thumb size. Set unit increment. When I increase the unit multiple number of times, with how much increment it has to be incremented every time. Set block increment. When we move the scroll bar, all of a sudden at a time, it goes the contents blocks wise every time. How many number of blocks has to be moved every time when the block increment is being done is specified by using set block increment of new increment. Next one is window. What is a window and how it is created? A window class creates a top level window. So if you observe what are the outputs that we are seeing for different outputs for applet programs, we are going to get the output in the format of a window. A top level window is not contained within any other object. It sits directly on the desktop. So it's not a simple application where it is going to be reside in any other application. It directly will be present on the desktop window itself. Those type of windows are known as windows. Generally, you won't create a window object directly. We cannot create a window object directly. What you do is, instead, you will use a subclass of window class called frame, which is described next. So what happens is, what we are going to do is, we are going to create a frame class, which is a subclass of window class, which is going to be created when we are working with different type of options like menus and other things. Next one is menu. What is a menu? So generally, when we open a WordPad or any type of application, on the top we'll have an options like file, edit, view, and all these things. So it's known as a menu bar. When we click on file, it's going to open like a drop down list of items where we can select one item. When we select file, it's going to display different options like new, save as, close, quit. So these are known as menu items. So we can create applications to display these type of options by using different classes like menu bar, menu items, menus. Let's look at them one by one. Menu. A top level window can be having a menu bar associated with it. So a menu bar will be associated with each and every window that is newly created. And a menu bar displays a list of top level menu choices. A menu bar will have file, edit, view, or different options like help window. when we click on a particular menu item, we are going to have number of items in the drop down list. Each choice is associated with the drop down menu. Means when we click on file, you'll have a drop down menu like new, save as, quit. The concept is implemented in the AWT by the following classes. What are the different classes which is used to implement this concept is menu bar, menu and menu items. So the bar which contains different type of menus is known as a menu bar, and file, edit, view are known as menus. And when we click on a particular menu, we are going to get different items known as menu items. Now what we need to do, we will discuss. In general, a menu bar contains one or more menu objects. A menu bar will be having number of menu objects. Each menu object contains menu item objects. A menu will be having menu item objects. To create a menu bar first, what we need to do is we need to create an instance of menu bar class. Menu bar is a predefined class present in Java.awt package which is used to create a menu bar. This class only defines the default constructor. It contains only the default constructor where it's going to have a name for the menu bar. That's all. Next, create instances of menu that will define the selections displayed on the bar. A menu bar is a collection of menus. So next what we need to do is once the menu bar was created, we have to create menu objects. And then what are the different constructors of menu are? First one, menu without any arguments. We are going to create a menu without any name. Second one is menu with string option name. We are going to pass an option name for the menu that is added to the menu bar. Next one is string option name comma boolean removable. There are some situations where when we open a window, we can move the menu items from one place to another place within the menu bar. So how we can place is by using this option boolean removable. If it is placed as removable is placed as true, means we can pick that option and we can move that to the desired specified location inside the same menu bar. If it should not be changed, we place the value of removable as false, which makes a menu item to be editable, means which can be moved from one place to another place. Next, this is how we can create menus for a menu bar. Next, what we need to do is we need to create menu items for the menus. So to create individual menu items, we have a class known as menu items. The different constructors of menu items are menu item without any argument, menu item of string name, string item name. We can place a string item name for the menu item. Next one is menu item of string name comma menu shortcut key accel. Beside each and every option that is present under file, we have an options like control plus N, control plus O, control plus S, like that. These are save, control plus S, open, control plus O, new, control plus N, quit, control plus X. So these are all the item names like file, open, save, quit, new, all these things. Key accels are the shortcuts that we place beside each and every item. Means we can create a menu item with just a name or with a name as well as a shortcut key also. Next, what are the different methods present in this menu classes are? First one is set enabled of boolean enabled flag. So we can check whether it is enabled or not by using we can place some of the items as checkboxes. So set enabled is used to make a checkbox item to be selected. Boolean is enabled is used to check whether an item is enabled or not. If it is enabled, it returns true. If it is not enabled, it returns false. Void set label of string new name. So there are some cases where the menu is not going to have a name. Menu item is also not going to have a name. So in those cases, if I want to place a name for them, we can use the method known as set label. If I want to know what is the label that is associated with them, I can use the method get label. Once you have created a menu items and menus, what you need to do is we need to add menu items to menus first and then menus to menu bar next. So the different methods are add methods. Once you have created a menu item, you must add those items to the menu object by using add method. What we do is we add menu items to menus and then menus to be added to menu bars, which has the following general form as menu item of add menu item of item. Means that item is added to the menu first. Once you have added all items to menu object, you have to add that to the menu bar. Menu bar also all have a predefined method known as add. What we are going to do is we are going to add a menu to menu bar by using add method. So if you observe here, this is a menu bar. Next, this file and edit are known as menu. When we click on edit, we got a drop down list of items. These are known as menu items. So in this way, we can create an applet which contains menu bar, menus and menu items. We can create sub menus also. Next one is dialog boxes. What is a dialog box and what is the purpose of dialog box? Dialog boxes, the boxes which are displayed when we work with the applet windows to enter some text messages or to display some alert messages are known as dialog boxes, which will have a prompt message or which will have an option to alert you like a security alerts. Do you want to continue, yes or no? These type of things are known as dialog boxes. Dialog boxes are primarily used to obtain user inputs and are often known as child windows of a top level window. So these are known as a child window of a top level window. So when we close a notepad that was already open without saving it, you will have display an option. Do you want to save the changes, yes or no? Dialog boxes will not have any menu bars. It will not have any menu bars. Dialog boxes can be modal or modeless, means we can change from one window to another window, or we cannot change from one window to another window. That's why we call them as either modal or modeless. When a modal dialog box is active, all the input is directed to it until it is closed. We cannot switch from one window to another window if it is a modal dialog box. This means that you cannot access other part of your program until the window is closed or the dialog box is closed. These are known as modal dialog boxes. When a modeless dialog box is active, input focus can be moved from one dialog box to another dialog box or from one window to another window. According to the user requirement, we can create either modal dialog boxes or modeless dialog boxes. A modal dialog box does not allow you to switch from one dialog box to another dialog box or from one window to another window. But a modeless dialog box allows you to switch your focus from one window to another window. Next, the two commonly used dialog boxes are dialog of frame parent window, Boolean mode. Boolean mode can be used to set either it is a modeless or modal. Parent window tells on which parent window this has to be displayed when a user select an option. Dialog box of string frame parent window, string title and then Boolean mode. So this title is used to give a name or the title to the dialog box that is open. When a dialog box is closed, dispose method is called. Dispose method is used to close the dialog box that is already in the open state. Thank you.